Wednesday. And Caroline.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome. We are going to be talking about key tops for the season today. We've kind of done jackets and bottoms. Now we're on to tops. We're going to also be talking a little bit about texture and the role that that plays in your wardrobe. So kind of a fun topic today, featuring some fall outfits and some tops we have in stock. If you are watching on Instagram, let me know if you have questions. I'm reading them live, so it's a great opportunity for you guys to ask us anything that you want to while we're here with you. And yeah, well, we can just kind of get started. I can talk about what I am wearing. I wanted to really feature this top from Isabel Marant's fall mainline collection because I think we featured it when we first got it in and then haven't really talked much about it since, and it's honestly such a good top to have in your wardrobe. I think it gives you so much versatility and you can take it from work to dinner, so I'm going to style it two different ways for you guys. I also think that texture, and we'll kind of talk about this as we're talking through our pieces, but I think texture is such a good tool to have in your wardrobe to create depth and to make your wardrobe more visually interesting, to communicate that you are not one-dimensional. I think I heard maybe Amy from Tibby say this, of course. Of course. But I think she was talking about like your personality is not one-dimensional. You are not a one-dimensional human being, so your wardrobe shouldn't be. It's a way for you to communicate with the world what you want to say, how you want to feel. And I think texture is a really good tool to do that, especially if you're drawn more to neutrals. We were just talking about like Caroline always does monochromatic looks.
And we'll see some today.
Yes, I mean same. It's like a no-brainer to just go all black or to go all white or all navy. But I think if you have pieces that offer that texture, it makes monochromatic dressing more interesting. Yeah, it just gives you something to play with. So, anyways. This is the Isabel Marant
Delicia.
Thank you. Delicia top. I'm wearing the size 40. I wanted it to be a little bit larger, so this is the largest size that we have. And I have it styled how I would wear this maybe to the office or a little bit more dressed up. I think that this is a good option to kind of replace a blazer for the fall season, and it helps bring in that like really warm color as well. I love the color of this. I think it's such a good tool. But the texture itself, I think, just helps give like warmth. It feels like warmth and luxe and very rich. This is 100% suede, and it's a really easy top to just style and play around with. So I have it styled with the Tibby Stella trousers in oatmeal in a size 4. This is a Color Rush turtleneck that also has this like ribbed texture underneath. I don't think we have this online actually. It's called the Hush.
Oh yeah, I'm styling it in black. It's
the Hush roll slim roll neck top. And we have it in black and white. I'm wearing a size 2 or a medium. So if you are interested in this piece, DM me or call the store or stop in because we don't have it photographed and online yet. But it's just like a good, I'll show you. It's just like a really easy, like super lightweight cashmere turtleneck with this ribbed texture.
Yeah, and I love that you paired the texture with texture because I think the inclination would be to, it's easier just to grab a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
But the sweater actually adds a lot of dimension and interest to the look.
I think so too. And I love playing, like doing texture with texture. And then these are really like slick wool pants, but they do have that like melange print to them, which almost gives like a faux texture. So I like the combination of all of these together. And then this is just a Nilly Loughton belt, a dark brown belt. And I was also going to show this. What I like about this is it's still like slim fitting, this top, so you can wear it really easily with a wider trouser or jean. And then it's also, and you can layer it over a sweater or a turtleneck. And then you can also layer it under a coat. I wanted to throw this on. We just unboxed this from Alex
So
Mill.
good.
We only got one in right now. I think we're waiting on the rest of the sizes. So if you want this one, it's a size medium. And this is an Alex Mill wool coat in this really beautiful brown. And I like these colors. Like this coat's great because you can layer something underneath it. So I kind of just like styling this suede top instead of a blazer with this look, basically.
In triple texture now.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
love this. I'm gonna style this a different way really quickly, a little bit more like casual, how I would wear it out to dinner or more in my like everyday life, and let Caroline talk about her.
Perfect. Okay, so keeping on the theme of texture, for my first look, I chose this Tibby. It's called the sheer wool gauze overshirt. It's actually a navy, but can read kind of black as well. This is a size small, and I really loved this from a texture perspective because the sheerness just adds an element of, if you're a Tibby follower, the big slim skin, it adds that skin element. It just creates a little bit of sexiness. This is a, bit masculine, a trouser is a bit masculine, and I think the feminine touch of the sheer shirt works really well. This is something I probably would wear out to dinner or out with friends. I did just style it with a nude bra underneath, so you can see sort of peeps of that. You could go bolder and style it with a black bra or dark colored bra, or even a tank top or tube top underneath. But again, love the sheerness, adding that bit of sexiness in the silhouette I'm trying to show. I don't know if it's fully being captured in the video, but I think it is. So this is a great layering piece, a really foundational piece. From a texture perspective, really elevates the look, makes it a bit more interesting. I've paired it with the Tibby Bio Triple, this is a mouthful, Tibby Bio Twill Triple Pleat Pant. We featured these a number of times. These are the cropped version. I love both the cropped and the longer that can be pinned up. Just can go really with anything. In this look, they are a bit more elevated, a bit dressier, and then added an extra feminine touch with this Lié Studios croc belt, which is another element of texture. Brings some interest to the look, and of course the Wally ankle boot, one of our faves. Not zip them up. But again, I really love this element of sheerness as a key texture piece when playing with texture. Love these glasses with it too. Didn't want to have glasses on the whole time. But these Caddis glasses are amazing. They have a bit of a purple tint. They're just super cool.
I don't think we have these ones on.
They're not
online either. So if you want these, I did invoice a few of you for them last week because I think I wore them in the live video last week. So if you want them, let us know. I think they're called the root cause analysis glasses with the pink lenses, but they're good. Instantly transformed my outfit. And I have to also call it the St. Agnes bag here. This is a really fun kind of cylinder. Never mind. Alyssa said they are online.
We got them.
So lucky you.
Cool.
Add to cart.
On to my next texture look.
Okay, I wanted to show this styled as an actual top as well. What I love about this piece is that it gives you the versatility to wear it as like a shacket, jacket, blazer, or as a full top. So this is what it looks like on. I threw it on with a pair of baggy black jeans. These are the Icon Denim Via jeans, which I just tried on for the first time, I think yesterday, and I'm obsessed with the fit. They're giving that like really easy, chill, like 90s straight leg, relaxed black denim. They're low rise, which is great. I would say these fit to the size. I'm wearing a size 29, which is my true size in these. And all of the Icon Denim, where is it all detailed? Can you guys, I don't know if you can see this on camera. They have these little like stars in the pocket, and that's how you can tell that it's an Icon Denim jean. And these have like two little red stars right here, which I think is such a fun little detail. What I like about this top is that it's also playing into the very Western trend that's happening right now in a very refined way. I think Isabel Marant always has a little bit of Western to her, which is why we like her pieces. We, especially being in Colorado, and just the DNA of Tula always has a little bit of Western as well. We have that kind of like threaded through a lot of the collections that we bring in each season. So I like that this is giving that like an ode to the Western vibe without being too literal. And then I liked it styled. I wanted to pull in some more like sleek, elevated accessories. Just again, Western's not really my personal style. I like playing into that trend, and I like this piece, but I wanted to elevate it just with some like more modern accessories. So this is the Lié Studio. Oh, I don't know what this is called. It's like a silver choker. It's such a cool piece and like so easy to like throw on, and it just like feels really structural and interesting. And then this is a little new stock bag that we got in. This one's called the Ollie bag, and what I like is that it's got the mixed metal right here, so I can wear it with my golds and my silvers, and I really like mixing metals. So this is my little like going out outfit. I have just a black heel on with these jeans. I would do the black Wally boot that Caroline was wearing, but we're sharing shoes. This is another way to style this top. Such a good one. Size 40, for those of you asking, is what I'm wearing in this. And I'm normally like a small medium on top. Okay, I'm gonna change into my next look and let Caroline take the floor.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, for my second outfit here, went a bit more chill and loved that I just chose this Isabel Marant. It's called the Gale top, and you can see it's fully laced, so really plays with texture in a very obvious way, but really adds so much to any outfit. So Taylor was speaking about monochromatic. I personally have the tendency to always go monochromatic. I don't often have the headspace when I'm getting ready. I have 2 little kids, I'm rushing out the door to really think through a very complicated outfit, so I tend to go monochrome often. And I think that adding in that texture element really adds some excitement, some energy to potentially a very flat outfit if you're wearing all the same color, all the same texture. So this Gale top, like I said, it's Isabel Marant. It's full lace. I did choose to just wear it with a nude bra again. A bit of a sexy look as well, but of course you could wear a tank top underneath or really play up the bra look and wear a black bralette underneath. That would be very cute as well. And I had paired it with this Felicidad lariat necklace and paper clip necklace with beads, but that was kind of a fun addition. And then the sweater that Taylor was mentioning earlier, the Color Rush turtleneck, I added that just around my waist as a way to add in the rule of 3. And then these crispy, Tippy Crispy Winslow pants, we featured a couple of times, but they're truly a Steph favorite. They're amazing, they're comfortable. There was a client in yesterday, we were talking about the perfect travel pant. These are them. They really can be elevated and worn for an evening out, worn to work, really multi-purpose. So here I've worn them a bit dressier with a little sandal, and then this Isabel Marant crossbody, I'm not sure the name of this, but it's a live bag with some gold studs that adds some interest as well. So
I love the texture of these Tibi pants. So I have these the crispy nylon pants in an amount of colors I'm embarrassed to say on live television, but I love them because I also do a lot of monochromatic dressing, especially on my days off. If I'm running errands, I'm throwing on like a black sweatshirt and a black pant. But I get so many compliments on these, like the texture, even the sound of them when you walk, I think creates an energy and a vibe of how you want to feel. Like it's, you know, the feeling you get when you're wearing heels and you're like click-clacking on the floor.
So true.
There's like a sound to it, and I don't know. That's so hard to describe, but it's the same with these pants that I'm wearing now. When you like hear the rustling and the sound, it's just like such a satisfying feeling. And I think that texture, when you have a piece like that, is like so cool.
And they're incredibly easy to wear. I said this, but I want to restate it because I think what Taylor's saying adds into that. They're literally can be worn with a t-shirt, but also dressed up. There's something I pull out of my closet all the time.
There's my airplane pant, and then I go straight like this to dinner with a black heel and like a really cool black top.
So texture and texture bottoms.
Yeah.
And now onto more Tibi.
I know, I wanted to feature this Tibi top. I did this in try-ons yesterday, but just in case any of you guys missed it, this is a new top from Tibi, and I think it's called the dolman sleeve top.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Caroline's like, spongy, scuba-like texture to it. It's kind of hard to describe on camera, but it creates structure. So this is maybe a little bit more structural than textural, but it's got this like really like sleek texture to it, but the material that it's made out of is kind of spongy, if that makes sense. And so it has this like structure and this high neck. What I like about this top is you don't have to do anything with it. And again, how we buy for the store, so we've got our 15-piece wardrobe checklist. A lot of you, if you've been following us for a while or shopping with us for a while, you do already have your classics covered. You've got your white cotton t-shirt, you've got your cotton button down, you've got your cashmere sweater. Like, you kind of got those tops checked off your list. And then we like to bring in these kind of more statement tops as tools to just mix things up or to use in replacement of. So for example, the top that I was just wearing before would be in replacement of like your classic blazer. It gives you more options, and so we like to have those options every season to keep things interesting. You like cycle them in for a season and it just mixes it up for you. So what I like about this is, we have a black turtleneck is on our classics list. What I like is this is almost like a take on that, but it's just really interesting and cool and just like mixes it up. It's got this kind of like really structured cocoon back that Tibby is known for. I'm wearing the size small, and then I'm wearing them with a new pair of mousy jeans. These are the mousy cocoon jeans, which are fantastic, by the way. They have like the slight barrel leg, but it's not too dramatic, and they fit true to size. These are a size 29, and I love the length on them.
So good.
Yeah, these are like such a really comfortable, easy, cool jean. And then I just have on a black boot, and this is like such a no-brainer outfit for me. Again, if like I don't have my hair or makeup done, the structure of these two pieces together just like creates interest and communicates what I want to be saying to the world. And then I'm going to style it with this. I'm also pulling in some texture here with this St. Agni bag. It's got the leather and then the suede, the really soft suede here. And I like the structure on this too. But what I like is you can throw everything in here. It doesn't feel sloppy. It feels very refined, but I can fit like my laptop, my books, my lunch, my water bottle, my flip-flops, like all my daily essentials I can fit in here. And this is like I'm running late and need to throw something on,
Look incredible,
but still look like so cool and get stopped on the street. That's one of my favorite feelings when someone's like, oh my god, I love your outfit. And it's just like, they're just cool clothes, So anyways, that's my look. I'm gonna change.
All right, so I'm realizing the video doesn't quite capture all of this. So this is that same Gale, or Isabella Marant Gale top, but I styled it a bit differently here. This is definitely a more dressed up but still very cool vibe. Keeping with the monochromatic look, this set is from Tibby and it's actually navy, but I feel like typically I'd put this on either, this could be a shirt, or excuse me, you can button the blazer. This is the Tibby asymmetric wrap blazer. I'm wearing a size 8. I went up a size in this, so it's a little more oversized. You can actually wear it as a shirt. And then these are the matching pants, of course, can be worn separately as well. These are the relaxed suiting triple pleat pant. And this is a size 4. I went actually down a size in these. I wanted to sit a bit higher with this look. But as I was saying, I would maybe typically pull a white t-shirt to wear with this outfit, but I actually really love the lace because it adds some extra dimension and visual interest that the white tee just wouldn't give. And I think it creates a really fun evening look. I, again, really like this look for a party, for an evening out. Could style it down. Right now I'm wearing it with a little heel. You could style it down with some sneakers, and I think equally love that as well. And then, what else am I wearing? I kept on that same fleecy-dyed lariat. I like the visual interest there. And then I forgot to call these out, but these are caddis glasses. I had them on in the last look as well. The Lenses are sheer enough that you can wear them inside. I think they just add a cool vibe. No pressure on the makeup either. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I think my favorite thing about this outfit is it just feels very elevated, but not fussy. And big part of that is due to the texture from the lace, and then of course this really kind of swishy, nice texture in the whole suiting outfit. Cool.
I love the navy with the black too. It's one of my favorite color combinations. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk about a flannel shirt, which I feel like is a must-have in your wardrobe for the fall season. So this one is new from Tibi, and just like on its own, it's such a good button down. You can wear this so many different ways. So I just styled it. I just wanted to show you guys how it fits. This is a size small, so it is pretty oversized, and it's got that like the cool vent detail that Tibi's shirts have. And I wanted to show this styled a little bit more elevated, maybe give you some inspiration on how you can wear this to the office or for a meeting, or dressed up a little bit, because I think that a flannel plaid shirt has the tendency to feel very casual, which it absolutely can be. Like I styled these with the active knit navy pants from Tibi and a sneaker, and that would be like my really casual like day-to-day look. I also used this in my try-ons yesterday, tied around the waist. I think a plaid flannel is a great tool to tie around your waist and add that kind of pattern. And then what I'm gonna do here is layer it under my Liam blazer. And then I have on the By Mylene Berger leather skirt. I think I styled this in the video last week. It's so good. Let's see. Okay. So this is how I am dressing it up, maybe wearing it to the office. And I think that, again, the pattern and the texture of it being flannel just add some more depth to this look. Especially for the fall, I feel like you want those like rich textures in your wardrobe. So I like the flannel here, I like the leather, and I like the really like slickness of the wool. I have on the tall stock Wally boots, and then I would grab my like big oversized office bag, and this is what I am wearing to the office. I am wearing a size 40 in this leather skirt from By Mylene Berger. I like that it's easy if you have curves. It's an easier silhouette to wear because it's an A-line. Sometimes I'm a little curvy on bottom, so sometimes if it's like a straight cut silk skirt or pencil skirt, it doesn't quite like fit me the way that I want it to, if that makes sense, if any of you guys relate to that. So this one's really nice. It's like elastic and really like easy up here, and then it's got the A-line silhouette, so it's very flattering if you are a little bit more curvier on bottom. Size small in the top, and then this is the size extra small in the Liam blazer. If you guys don't know, we haven't talked about this blazer in a while, but we did restock sizes, and the Liam blazer from Tibi is great. It's a great classic black blazer, but it's got this button to the side so that it can also like cinch a little bit. And I also like this just with like the hint of plaid peeking out. Feels very cool. Just like a little interesting, you know? Spices it up a bit. But this is the extra small that I'm wearing. And that's my last look. Yes?
Sorry, I was hustling here.
It is a hustle.
It is a hustle. Okay, so this is my last look. And I chose this sweater. It's so fun. This is the Isabel Marant Bethany sweater. And it talks a lot about Tibi's style principles, but I'm going to bring another one up, which is the good ick. And this is just such an example of the good ick because it really creates some positive friction with the outfit. I think normally I would just pick up a white tee or a just tan or off-white sweater, but, and again, want to get close so you can see the texture, but this just adds so much to the outfit. It really brings up the energy, creates a lot of interest, and takes the mundane to very interesting. So this is the Isabel Marant Bethany top. I'm wearing a size 40. I also realize I have not mentioned my sizes in anything. I'm sorry.
If you have questions,
Yeah, if you have questions, DM, but
we'll let you know.
6, 28, medium, pretty much across the board. These are also called the Bethany, funny enough. And these are the high cure Bethany onions.
It's funny.
I know. Random, they both have the same name, meant to be worn together, I guess. But I loved the denim with this top, just very easy, but interesting all the same. And then this is the,
De
Palma belt. Yep. I always reach for this one. I love this belt. And then I paired it with the Isabel Marant suede Denby boot. Again, another pop of texture, but all still very easy to wear, very approachable, and something that you can just throw on and feel very comfortable. And I wanted to show this look with this jacket, which is amazing. This is also Isabel Marant. I went very Isabel Marant heavy with this look. The Blondine jacket. This is gorgeous. Talk about texture. This has tons of texture.
I think this is our last one.
Yeah, this is the last one. And I think you can see the point we're trying to make here, which is just really amps up the look, takes it to the next level, with interest and just the blending of textures and still very neutral colors, again, that are very easy to pull out and easy to wear.
No, I love this top, and the reason that we brought this top in from Isabel Marant was for that kind of like icky texture. But I liked that, like Tibby normally does it in like a bright color. And I like that this was neutral because not everyone does reach for those bright colors, so this would be a good, like you said, spot for your white t-shirts or long sleeved shirts or white turtlenecks if you like that neutral palette. I was going to style this as well in a fully monochromatic look with a white jean, the white top.
Which would be super cool.
Yeah, or like and maybe like a white button down tied around my waist. Like it would just be like a full winter white situation. But playing with that texture really makes it interesting. So that's a good piece.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of options for it.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, I am guilty of typically not having a ton of time to get ready in the morning, and so this feels like a piece that I would grab often, but it adds an outsized amount of impact to the outfit that you're wearing it with.
It's so cool.
Yeah, cool. Super cool.
Okay, well thank you guys for following along with us. We will post our try-ons as usual with all of our sizes and the links to shop, but if you have questions about anything specifically, just call us, DM us, stop by the store. I love it when you guys bring like a list of pieces you saw on these videos to try on in the store. That's one of my favorite things. Or when you call us and you're like, I saw all these pieces on your live video. So please don't be afraid to do that. We do these for you guys, so we're happy to help you shop any of the pieces, answer fit or styling questions.
And if you shop in store, we do have a new rack that is featuring all of our live items.
Yes, they're all available front and center for you, so you don't have to search around the store.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I think that's it. We will chat with you guys next week, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Would you be interested in a pair of black?